Hello there, gorgeous lot. Welcome back to another fantastic show here on Crafters TV. I hope you're having a brilliant Saturday. I hope you're keeping warm wherever you are. It seems everyone's a bit chilly. There's loads of snow and wind about on this Saturday. Definitely the kind of weather where you want to batten down the hatches in the craft room and do lots of fabulous crafting. And we've got you covered on that front. I say we've got you covered. Really, my TV wife has got you covered on that front. Debbie Fisher is back with me. How are you, Debbie?
Between us, Joe, we've got you covered all Saturday, which is great. So hope you joined us this morning and this afternoon actually, and then another great show lined up. We've got, which we talked about, we touched on earlier in our Play Your Crafts Right, how beautiful this collection is. It is absolutely stunning. We made this in the 12 noon show today, so if you want to see that, you can go back and look at that. I'm just going to show a few samples before Joe gets sorted with his piece. But yes, between us, we're going to be going through the most prettiest collection I think Sarah has ever bought us. It is absolutely stunning. It has beautiful designs. I love the fact that you can use whatever papers you've got in your stash to create the most amazing things. There is stamps, there is embossing folders, there is stencils, there is stamp and dies, there is dies, there is, honestly, it's so much in this collection. Can I just show you this last one? Look how fabulous that is.
Oh yes.
Do you know what that is, Joe?
What it is?
Yes.
Teacups?
Yes, but it's an embossing folder.
Ah,
how
nice.
clever is that?
It looks like dies, doesn't it?
I know, it's absolutely beautiful, and you're going to be able to create these stunning masterpieces with this collection.
Lovely, brilliant. A great deal for you on that collection as well. Just need to give you the winners of Team Facebook. Yes, my team, Team Facebook, that won. Debbie, not Debbie's team. Debbie lost, just to clarify that. My team, the winning team. Loser. Team Facebook. And the winners are, we picked 5 at random from the comments. Rosalind Russell, Kathy Maniley, Val Lloyd, Mary Doyle and Christine MacDonald. So Rosalind Russell, Kathy Maniley, Val Lloyd, Mary Doyle and Christine MacDonald. Pop us an email, please, prizes@crafterscompanion.com, prizes@crafterscompanion.com, and we will send those vouchers out to you. Don't forget also, running over on the website at the moment, 25% off of a whole host of Spectrum Noir products. Head over to the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au. Go to the Spectrum Noir element of the website. It's a sort of subsection. You can see all the things that have got those great discounts. Lots of them featured actually in the show, and we'll tell you more about that as we go through. We're going to dive right in though and kick off with this, the Garden Party selection with 113 elements, no less. It is amazing. Brilliant price. Look at the saving. £96 or $124 is what you are saving. You have got loads of things in here. Stamps and dies. You've got embossing folders within here too. It is a beautiful selection. It was one of the most popular Sarah Signature launches when we brought this to you. And it is an absolutely fantastic selection. Lots of you went for it in the earlier show. I think maybe if you haven't gone for this already at these kind of prices, absolutely snap it up. What I would also say to you as well is that if you want to get in touch with me, you can do. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are across on YouTube. Lots of you saying hi already. Carletta's saying hi. Nee is in New Jersey. Carolyn's in North Carolina. It's still snowing in New Hampshire, Jeffrey says. Snowy in Brooklyn too, according to Alison. Happy Saturday from upstate New York, says Beth. Gusts of 80 miles an hour. In Edinburgh. Caroline's letting me know. I love all these weather warnings. Kimberly says, hi everyone, the snow is just blowing around outside. No point in digging out until later. Mary Pat also says, good morning from Montana. Looking forward to lots of giggles. Might have a few of those coming up for you in the show, I reckon. And Kimberly says, so pretty, Debbie. I got so much inspiration from you on Crafters TV. And finally, Lily says, good morning, Joe and Debbie from a cold and snowy Maine. Looking forward to Crafty CCTV Day, tucked up during the snowstorm. Absolutely, don't go outside. It's too cold. Stay indoors, do some crafting, get inspired with a lovely Debbie. Brilliant that we've got a whole hour, Debbie, as well, to focus on one collection. Not often we get that, is it?
It's not often we get that.
Did I say 1 hour? I meant 2 hours.
2 hours, yes. Yeah, you're cutting me short there, Joe, cutting me short. And I've just noticed that one of our dies, it's one of these little circle ones, has all the little bits left in it. So I am just poking.
Someone's been lucky and used
I know, someone doesn't empty them, yes. So, and I should have checked
Who would you like to
this.
blame? name?
Die. Craig.
Okay, it's always Craig, isn't it? When you
The reason I blame Craig, because 9 times out of 10, Craig is the culprit because he uses the dies in Wake Up Call. So in the past, because he's always done Wake Up Call, we're now shifting it around a bit, aren't we? So we're all going to be doing different things. Now. Absolutely, all in the firing line. Yeah, we're shaking it up a bit. You won't know when you see us until that morning or maybe the day before. But yes, what I'm going to do, Joe, is we're going to take you through a masterclass of Sarah's signature collection. The first thing we're going to use is this die here, which is, let me just bring in the packet. It's the Summertime Pen. I love this. Now you can see straight away, look how many dies you're getting on there. Beautiful. You're getting your little swirly die here with to go with your butterflies. You're getting a birthday die. But I just love the pieces that you're getting of this one. So I'm just going to cut some of these out so you can see them. We're also going to do that pennant die. I'm going to cut that out in a grey and in a white. And I'm going to use this one right in the centre because I'm going to matte and layer these up. So we're not going to see that actual die, so I can just cut that through each piece. It just saves wasting any of the cardstock. Now what I do love about this is you can use whatever you've got in your stash, whatever cards, you can put whatever colours you want. It's just a really beautiful collection. So let's pop these ones on here. I'm also going to just bring in some pattern cardstock. So I just thought the cardstock that I've used would just be nice with the with these colour tones. So it's got a little bit of lace in there. I'm going to bring in my low tack tape just to take them down so they don't slip. So first of all, just these ones here. Make sure we get all that one cut. And then this middle section, I'm going to use that middle section bunting. Now I love this, and just for any of our American viewers, because I know you don't call it bunting, we would call this bunting, but I think you call them pennants, so which is what the die is called itself. So I'm just going to lay that over as well, and we're going to just take those down and send them through. So just putting a bit of tape on both of those to hold them down. So we're doing this nice and easy. We're just going to ease you in with a nice sort of basic card. If you are new to us at Crafters TV, please let us know and say hi, because we're all very interactive here. Joe has the iPad, so he's keeping up with all your comments. And what a masterclass is basically taking through a certain selection of things. And actually, I think you're right, Joe. I don't think we've had a masterclass on a specific that get your teeth round that, a Pacific collection. Specific.
Get your teeth round that.
Get your teeth round that. I'm not getting my teeth round it, have I, Joe?
Oh, I love it, Debbie. I love it. The giggles have started already.
I try really hard to get my words right. I've noticed, do you know what? I've really noticed the older I'm getting, the worse my grammar has become.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know whether I've got lazy in my...
Maybe you just care less.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
I do care.
The older you get, the less you care. Like it or lump it.
Yeah, that's very true as well. Yeah, that's absolutely very true. There it is. I didn't think that I'd cut out then. So we've got our 2 pieces there. Then I've cut this one out. Now remember, I've used the inside of that to cut out, because when we matte and layer these will go, look, on top of each other.
Nice.
So you won't see any of that detailing. So always be quite frugal. We're not always frugal here at Crafters TV because we want to sort of get it done quickly. I'm going to just bring in my pokey tool again, because we want to just poke that one out as well. Now all these dies have I mean, look at that flower. How beautiful is that flower? Cut a few of those out, create a frame around your card. They're going to be lovely. So all these elements work in their own right, but they're lovely for matte and layering up. So you get this beautiful topper for your card. Then you've got your bunting. Now, because that is going on top of my bunting, I'm covering up all my workings. So be really frugal with your cardstock, and you will get so much more out of it. So I'm going to pop these dies to the side. and then we're going to start putting some bits together. Now, what we also do have on the show is some amazing Spectrum products, and some of my absolute favourite, which are our sparkle pens. And Joe, I believe we've got an amazing offer on
We
these.
do have a brilliant offer for you on the sparkle pens. You can get pretty much a full collection. We'll just give you the details for them. It's individuals actually, with of course that discount, don't forget, because you've got 25% off of most Spectrum items at the moment. So you've got options here. You can go for the Essential Brights, you can go for the Antique Vintage, the Earthy Natural, Tint and Tone. Sounds like a gym class, Tint and Tone, doesn't it? Or you can go for the Clear Overlay, of course, as well. And Debbie's got them to hand over there. These are brilliant. They're like a hero product, really, for us, aren't they, Debbie?
They are so much a hero product. Another thing, there is so much we have at Crafters Companion and Crafters TV, which is either underused or underrated. Sparkle pens are amazing. They've been around a little while now, but we have new configurations, and these have just been sort of upgraded. The ink in them is sublime. It's amazing. So let me bring in one of these pens. I want to use this one, which is the Earthy Naturals. Can't even get the little tray out. Got stuck in there. There we go. All come in their own individual tray. When you get your markers, in fact, I can show you, Joe. I'm going to bring in this pack here. I've got a pack of clear ones here. Can you see you've got a little yellow band around there? So let's just open it and I can show you exactly how they are. So if you want a bit of sparkle in your life, you definitely...
You can't have too much sparkle in your life, Debbie.
You can never have too much sparkle, I agree. I absolutely agree. Okay, what you do with this, you will undo, or take off your lid. You'll see that you've got your brush nib and your pen here. This you disregard, so you can pop that to the side. You will then screw this barrel right on. I'm not going to pierce it because this is brand new and I don't need to open a brand new one, but that's how you would do them. And then you would give them, I'm then going to bring in my set of pens so you can see them. I'm going to pop that back on just to stop those opening. We don't want to open new packets if we can help it. And then what you do, you will have your sparkle in your pen. So you can see here we've got our green one. Now on the barrel here, you probably can't sort of see it, but it does say push. So our George is coming in.
I wanted to say, oh, squeeze me.
Oh, squeeze me. That would be so nice.
That should be so much more fun.
Leanne used to always say, it should say gentle squeeze, but it says push, and it also says push on the opposite side. You put your finger and thumb onto there and gently squeeze both sides. That will then fill this barrel up here. Now, what happens, Joe, is, and I love this about the pens, when this barrel starts to run out, you then just squeeze it again. So you only get the amount of ink flow that you need every single time, which is amazing. What I also love about them, they're great for detailing as well. So let's say, for instance, I've got this piece of card, I might want to colour a little bit more in. So let's just say we want to go in and colour around here straight away. And actually, I'll tell you what I haven't done, Joe. Haven't shook it. Always shake your pen. Now what that does, that allows all that really microscopic glitter in there to mix with the ink. So give it a good shake. Once that's shaked or shaken, you can then apply that. That's better, it's coming out now. Once that's done, you can then, you'll be able to see the glitter coming through, which is amazing. So just doing little highlights of where you want it, even on your pattern cardstock, adds a massive amount of difference.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is beautiful. And you can do that on anything. So,
and are these water-based, these, Debbie?
They are water-based, yes. And we will show a little bit more of what you can do, but I just wanted to show you how you can add detail into your already existing paper pads and add that little bit of sparkle. You know how we say we always like that added sparkle in? And I love that you can just add that to wherever you want it. Now that pack I showed you before, Joe, which is the clear ones, The clear ones are amazing because what you can do is you can use them over all your alcohol markers.
Fantastic.
So that's all I'm going to do there. I'm not even sure we can pick it up because I've done it so little, but later on I will show you how that will. But look how that's transformed, that just
amazing.
Extra
Really
piece of colouring.
Lifts it off the stage, page even.
Yeah, absolutely. And with and what I am going to do, Joe, I'm just going to bring in a piece of kitchen towel because let that dry. It's just because I'm going to use my tape pens on the back to stick that down. But what I would say is let it dry. When it dries, the sparkle becomes even more intense. And they're just beautiful. But we will show you how to do a colour wash background as we go through this hour. So we've got a little bit of a masterclass with the collection and also bringing in the sparkle pens, and with the offers that are on them at the moment, you honestly can't go wrong. So what we're going to do now is I've got some just panels, and I've just used the papers that I've got in my stash just to tone in with this beautiful sort of pale pink colour. And then we're just going to layer these onto here. So like I was saying, anyone that's new to the channel or new to us at Crafters TV, we do masterclasses which do quite simple cards and then doing a little bit more involved ones, and it just shows you that with one collection what you can actually do, which is amazing. And we do offer something for absolutely everybody. So we're going to mat and layer that up. If you're new to card making, all I've done here, and I will just recap on this, I've done myself a 6x6 card blank. I've scored in half here. Well, I haven't scored in half. I've actually done it further on, which normally we'd score in half to make it what we call a gatefold card. I've actually scored this at 2 inches, bringing it back, making it a bigger card on the front, and it sort of stands just a little bit different there. And then we're going to start mat and layering these pieces. Now, what I have done is I've also cut that out in a silver, well, like a platinum, I think this one's called, in our Centura Pearl. How gorgeous is that cardstock, Joe? And we do have a Centura Pearl on the show.
We do indeed. I'll share that with you shortly.
Beautiful cardstock. And then all we're going to do, now this is a little tip I always like to share. I don't always do it, but it's a really good little tip just to get an even amount of card on each side. I like to cut my designs behind because I'm using this as my shadow. I then like to just shadow this onto one side, and I just always think it gives that even amount of shadow on each side rather than just one side. So we're going to go in and place that just on the top. So we've got that coming out of that side, and then our opposite side, just again shadowing that down. Oh, I can't see because the lights. Just pop that onto there. So
very busy on that whole collection of the garden party. Lots of you already gone for it in this show. Lots of you with it in your basket. Easy to see why you're saving £100 almost, or $125. Not been a better chance to get your hands on this. And also, I want to start thinking about the summer, Debbie. I don't know about you.
Oh, always. I'm always
thinking about barbecues.
Yes.
Sandals and shorts and t-shirts and the smell of sun cream.
Oh, just hot
and all those
sunshine.
Wonderful things. Driving in the car with the sun setting, you know, when you're on a little staycation somewhere. Are you going to channel all that with this collection?
Oh, totally. Yeah, totally. And I think sometimes as well, Joe, I know collections go under a theme. So this one is garden party. But I think sometimes we have to forget that theme and think of the occasions that we can use it for. And I think occasions for this collection are so many different ways. I mean, we know that we've got Easter coming up. We know we've got Valentine's. We know that we've got Mother's Day. So all those, just those three off the top of my head, without birthdays and anniversaries and weddings sort of coming up as well. This collection has got such a broad way about it with all these different dyes. I mean, wedding bunting hanging off the car at the front, it would be amazing. This dye is the one that's going to go for so many different things. So forget garden party, just think of all those occasions throughout the year that you can use it for. I know a lot of people do Easter egg hunts. You could do these as your Easter egg cards, so they put clues on them and find them where they come. So this is what I mean about thinking outside the box and doing all those, finding those different varieties of themes that you can use them for, which is amazing.
Before we know it, Debbie, won't it?
It will be Easter
before we know it. Indeed,
well, dare we say it, Easter eggs have hit the shops.
Yeah.
Which
The
is
thing
quite scary.
Talking about Easter eggs, the last couple of years I've brought an Easter egg in for everyone. But the problem is now, the team's getting so big at Crafters TV.
I know.
We're going to have to reach a point where we just can't do presents for everyone
Do you know
anymore.
what?
There's so
Maybe
many
we
of
should.
us now.
You know what we should do? We should do a secret Easter egg.
Secret Easter egg.
A secret doesn't really sound the same, does it? Secret Santa. Secret.
When I joined, there was 5 of us on the team.
Secret egg.
Secret egg hunt. I don't know. When I joined, there was 5 of us on the team, and then plus obviously our craft experts as well.
Yeah.
Now with craft experts, it's probably 30 or more, I'd imagine, of us here at Craft TV. It's just growing all the time. It really, really is. Talking of growth and growing, the schedule's growing as well, isn't it? From Monday, new times and shows for you. 5 hours of Crafters TV kicks off at 8 a.m.
With me!
That's 3 a.m. for you keen East Coasters. And then we've got 2 further 3-hour shows as well. So from 2 p.m. there's a 3-hour show. That's 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. West Coast. And then another 3-hour show starts at 6 p.m. And that is 1 p.m. East Coast, 10 a.m. West Coast. 11 hours of crafty fun for you to digest every single day from Monday. I know there's sort of the show titles have been added loosely over on the Crafters TV page. What I would say is there is still a lot of big news still to come regarding the new schedule. Big news, huge, as they say in Pretty Woman.
Huge.
Big news, huge. So you'll have to join. I think, is it George you're here with tomorrow?
George is tomorrow, yes.
George tomorrow. So George will be doing, giving you a bit more information in Second Chance Sunday tomorrow. So make sure you join us for that because you're going to find out even more. And guys, if you thought you were excited by the new shows, you've seen nothing yet, honestly.
I'm so excited. Yeah, I mean, it could be a downside. You've got me for a whole 5 hours on Monday. So take that as you will, but I would love you to join me, which would be amazing. It's going to be super fun. It just means you get all of us. You get different versions of us on the same days, which is going to be great. Joe, we've not done that before. So you will have 2 separate crafters of us come in one day.
And you'll have 2 separate presenters every day as well?
2 separate, I mean, it's going to be awesome. I mean, really awesome. And we're getting new eyes on us all the time.
You'll have at least 2 craft experts. Can't say any more.
Oh,
or we're sailing close to the wind. At least 2 craft experts.
2 craft experts daily. But look how pretty that card is, Joe. And imagine you can make something like that in whatever colours that you want, in whatever design that you want to, in a really beautiful card. But that's a nice simple one to ease you in and to just show you how absolutely amazing this collection is.
I'm in trouble. I'm in big
What
trouble.
You done? What
big
you
trouble.
Done? Big,
huge. So, Julia, I found out how to clean my water bottle out. It was Julia. She was worried I was going to get salmonella.
Julia.
She cleaned it out for me. Very kind of her. However, now, she didn't get an Easter egg last year, apparently. So everyone got one for me apart from Julia.
Oh.
Maybe she wasn't here that
I don't think Julia was here last year.
Julia, were you here last year? You got one, Georgina? Apparently Georgina said she didn't get one.
Was Georgina here a year ago?
Were you here at Easter?
Wow.
Well, I'm pretty sure you did get one, Georgina. I think you may have just forgotten about it. Because there were names on them. Maybe I didn't get everyone one. Maybe I bought like 20 in, and then the first 20 people that were here
might have been.
got them.
Maybe
that's
one,
what
Joe,
happened.
so that's okay.
All right, it's not. Right, let's move swiftly on from this conversation because I'm getting myself in a lot of hot water. Everyone, Georgina and Julia, you'll definitely get one. I only tried to do something. I only tried to do something nice, and now I've got myself in a load of trouble. Right. Let's move on. Oh, I love you too, Georgina. Thank you. Let me take you through what you're going to get included in this garden party collection because it is colossal, guys. So this in here, this is your beautiful rosette. I think this is such a versatile die. You're going to be able to use this in a whole host of different collections. You've then got your party and celebrate. You'll get the summertime pennant in here, again, so versatile. I know you used this on the landscape way earlier as well, Debbie, so showing you can use it in different directions. Embellishments and sentiments within there as well. Then you've got this one, which is the balloons. I love that we've given you this leading edge that's separate on here. Gives you even more options to use that. And exactly the same with this one just here. You can really play around. You can have multiple layers underneath there if you wanted to. I also love this one, the delicate rose, kind of like a creator card, but a square or smaller size. Think about snipping into this, cutting little elements of this out, layering it up, creating a scene is definitely something you can do there. Then you've got your summertime florals, some gorgeous layering stamps. You've got your quick dry ink pads. They're going to be a dream to use with these. This one here is your happy summertime. So you've got birthday, summer, party, celebrate. You've got your numbers, your ordinals in there, very versatile set of stamps. This one here is your traditional lace. Now I love this because in my mind this is like 4 different stencils in one. You can use them together, mask it off and separate it out. Same with this one here, 3 different stencils in one, but very, very beautiful. Then you've got your towering teacups. This was that gorgeous embossing folder that Debbie showed us a little earlier. You got another one here. This one here is your vintage parasols. Love that. Then you've also got these. Now these next 3 items I'm about to share with you, these are worth £45 on their own to give you an idea of the value you've got in this collection. So you've got your dainty lace. You've then also got your vintage bird cage. What's this called here, Debbie? This stuff alongside here?
Broderie anglaise.
Broderie anglaise. Broderie anglaise.
Broderie
I don't know.
anglaise.
Oh, every time you say anglaise, I just think creme anglaise, which is a posh word for custard. Then you've also got this one here, which is your time for tea. Macaroon. Love it.
Macaroon.
It's a macaroon. So a
No, there's 2.
Yeah, there are.
Oh.
But macaroons are coconut macaroons,
Yes.
aren't they? And macaron is the lovely, delicious French hazelnutty, almondy kind of delicious. What's your favourite macaron?
I don't like them.
You don't like them, Debbie?
Nope.
Do you like macaroons?
I don't think I've had a macaroon. The macarons are the little ones, aren't they, that are coconut?
Macaroons, yeah, they're like more like a biscuit, aren't they?
Yeah,
really? There's
yeah.
a place on the Christmas markets in Manchester, and they are making them hot and fresh.
Oh, okay,
and they
yeah.
do them with like chocolate chips in them and stuff.
Oh, okay.
This is delicious coconutty, crumbly yumminess. Right, I want to also share with you sparkle pens. Let me show you. I'll show you a couple here. I've got a couple of boards for you. I just want to show you the kind of things that you can achieve with these. It almost looks like, imagine if there was like bacteria, Debbie, but it was utterly fabulous. Oh, I'm sorry, you've got a terrible case of, or we've genomically sequenced it and you've contracted fabulous, I'm afraid. Do you know what I mean?
You've contracted essential bright.
You have. You've been infected with fabulous.
Yes.
There you are.
You've been infected with antique vintage.
Do you know what I mean? Though? It's got that kind of gorgeous look to it. I think this has been done using. Has this been done using the salt technique?
Yeah.
So loads of different things you can do with these. These are not contagious. These pens, by the way. Do not worry. Let me take you through them. So you've got the essential brights, as you can see just there, and in there you've got aquamarine, pink garnet, and the firefly. You've got antique vintage, which is your fig, peacock blue, and macaroon. Then you've also got your earthy naturals. This one here is your holly leaf, smoke quartz, and harvest moon. You've got your tint and tone. Definitely sounds like a gym class to me. You've got crystal clear, starry sky, onyx black, and you can also go for a 3-pack of the crystal clear on its own. Make anything fabulous when you've got this one here. Remember, 25% off a load of Spectrum Noir product, which means you've got 25% off of these, which is incredible. Lots and lots of love coming in for the new schedule, Debbie. Astrid says, I love that you're giving us so much more choice with showtimes, with work, school, family obligations. There's now so much more flexibility to catch something creative. She's got such a way with words, our Astrid, isn't she? She's the classiest lady in craft, I like to think. Jenny says, Debbie, this card is gorgeous. Can I repeat the winners from this morning? I can repeat the winners from this morning. They were Rosalind Russell, Kathy Maniley, Val Lloyd, Mary Doyle, and Christine MacDonald. You need to drop us an email, please, ladies. Jill says, hello, Jill. Joe, how could you miss giving the wonderful, helpful Julia an Easter egg? She was there when it was a shop. I remember her enjoying her humour. She obviously just wasn't here. Best up, first dressed, clearly. I thought I'd got enough for everyone, but turns out mistakes were made. There will be an inquiry into this, don't worry. Oh, yes, Astrid. I mean, I told you Astrid was classy, didn't I? She once treated herself to the amazing Ladderie macarons in Selfridges. They were divine. We've got a Ladderie macaron outlet in the Selfridges in Manchester. I was going to Thailand to go travelling, Debbie, and someone I work with had set up for me to go to a house party on the night I arrived in Bangkok. They had friends there. I had a swimming pool and a big house, and I went over. So I was in London the day before, and I bought them a box of Ladurée macarons and took them all the way from London to Bangkok and gave them to them as a present for inviting me to their house. And they were like, I got them, they were like, we don't really like macarons. I was like,
oh no.
I bought them all the way from London. guarded them all the way.
See, I might have been the same.
I ate nearly all of them. They were delicious. Right, anyway, enough about me. What's next, Debbie?
Okay, let's use the Delicate Roses. It's such a pretty die, this one. Now, this one, not like, should I say, a lot of our creator cards, which has sometimes an outside cutting edge. It is just a creator card that cuts in, which is beautiful. Now, I've made something a little bit different because I actually thought, being a, oh, nearly lost that then, being a tea party sort of demo, I thought it'd be nice to make a little gift bag and have some little tea bags in it. So this is the sort of thing, my dad loves tea. If my mum was still here, she would have loved this gift because she loves it. My dad loves his flavoured teas. He's quite a, he loves whatever, like he loves a little treat of the tea. So something like this for a tea drinker would be really nice. Now, I'll give you the measurements. I've actually made it to 7 inches by 7 inches. So it's 7 inches across, 7 inches down. I've scored in 1 inch and then I've turned it round and I've scored in at 1/2 inch, okay? And then I've scored 1 inch at the bottom. And then all I've done is created these sort of panels that I can stick to each other. And then all I've done is use my a double hole punch to create 2 holes in the side there. And then we're going to use our, got a little sticky tape on there, going to use our die to put over the top. So let's just bring that in. I'm going to use it so the main part of the die is at the bottom. And I'm going to, again, I need to just take out those little pieces. If you do have a die that's still got pieces stuck in, please pop them out with your pokey tool, only because those little pieces will stop getting the perfect cut into your next make. So it's always good to start with a clean die. We do die brushes, so you can brush them out with. So you can see only a few bits, but those bits might stop those pieces being cut out. And all I'm going to do is centralize this into the middle, just making sure we've got that down. And then I'm going to use my tape just to tape that down in a couple of places, hold that in place. Now, I am using my Gemini, but I am going to use my Gemini plates. I think this will go, oh, it won't, because it's 7 inches. So apologies for that. If you do want to make a little bag that's a little bit smaller, do it 6 inches and you'll be able to pop that through your Gemini Junior or your Gemini MIDI. The Gemini MIDI, in fact, all the machines, have we still got 20% off at the moment, Joe?
Oh, let's have a little look, see. I know we
Yes.
did the other day. We don't have many machines in stock, so you've got 20% off the MIDI. I think you've still got 20% off the large Gemini, but I have a feeling it might be UK only. Only of the MIDI is available in the US at the moment, and we'll just check the UK site for you as well. But yeah, 20% off, not to be sniffed at, Debbie. Not
Yeah,
to be
no,
sniffed at
absolutely not, absolutely not. So look at all this. Let me just pop all those, just give them all a flick and use your pokey tool, and that will cut out your beautiful pattern on the inside there. Just gonna remove all my workings.
Yes, so the Gemini in the UK has also got 20% off it on its own. Not often we do machine-only deals for you, so if you've been thinking about one, maybe now's the time. Absolutely gorgeous card, Debbie, says Sandra.
Aww.
And says Mary Pat, sorry, and Sandra says, wake up call will be more like wake up time. You'll be able to watch this in bed.
Oh, I know. How amazing is that? Yeah, I literally cannot wait. And I'm so excited about launching the first show. It's going to be amazing. Now, Joe, what I've done, because I want to put tea bags in here, I've just used a little bit of acetate. I've not used a construction weight. I've just used our stamping. It's printable acetate. So I'm just using some of that, and we're going to pop that inside. So again, all I'm going to do is bring in my tape pen. I must have, did I put it back? No, but I've seemed to have put it somewhere and lost it. What have I done with that, Joe?
You've got two to the right of you, just in front of you. Those two that are there right in front of your hand.
Is it the ones that I'm not looking at right in front of me?
No, she doesn't mean those ones, surely.
Yeah, no, I did mean. I thought they were right in front of me, but I couldn't see for looking. Dearie me. So all I'm going to do is go around all the edges. I'm not too worried about in the middle because all this is for is just to hold all our little bag pieces in place. So I'm just making sure I don't go over my little holes because we want to thread some ribbon through there. So, and I'm also going to bring in my scoring tool again, just to go down over that to make sure our tape is secure. What I do love about our tape is the fact it hides all your markings as well, which is great. And then we've got our little bag to put together. But first I want to decorate it as well. So what I'm going to do first is put some card on the inside. So that will then show off our beautiful workings once we put that over.
Awesome.
So let's pop that inside.
I'd love to know who out there has got this collection.
Oh, yes.
Because I know loads of you will have.
Absolutely.
I'd love to know either what element of it is your favourite or just generally how have you found crafting with it. If you want to send us some pictures as well, we want to see pictures of lots of different things today, don't we, Debbie? We want to see weather pictures. We want snow pictures. Is it snowing where you are right now? Get outside, take a snap, email it into us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Also, if you've got things you've made with the Garden Party collection, we'd love to see those as well. They can be emailed to the same place. George of the Joystick is poised with the inbox, ready to share your photos. So make sure you send them in to us. We'd really like that.
Yeah, absolutely, be amazing. Then we're going to stick our other pieces in place, which is all going to fold into shape. So these pieces here and then our side pieces. So I'm just going to lay that flat so we can pop that together just into there. We'd love to, and actually if you've crafted with this collection, definitely send those pictures in because yeah, it would be great to see.
I bet lots of us will be having garden parties this year. What with the Jubilee? I know you mentioned it earlier, Debbie.
Yes, because aren't we being given a bank holiday?
We've got an extra bank holiday, so we've got a extra long bank holiday, haven't we? Because we've moved the late May bank holiday back to the from the Monday to the Friday. And then we have an extra bank holiday on the Monday afterwards as well.
I've done this the wrong way and I can't get it to lay flat.
No.
It's all right. I should have tucked it on the inside and it would have been a lot easier then just to lay flat over. But because I've done it on the outside, it's not possible. But you'll forgive me for just sticking it the wrong panel. And actually, just in case anybody else does that, all you would need to do is put a strip of card down those side pieces to hide your workings. And then all I'm going to do now is just using our tape pen on the bottom, we're just going to go down onto that to hold that all in place. And then when you turn it up, just pop your hand inside and just rub that bottom piece down and that will create your little bag there, okay? So then what we've got to do, we've got some ribbon and things to decorate, but what I do want to get onto, Joe, is this here. And this is our Teacup stamp set. And you're right, I think the Jubilee is going to be a perfect time to have a party or a street party. You can make your bunting out of this collection, your invites out of it. We're going to be using the time for tea. You've got your dies for this and your stamps. So first of all, we're going to stamp a few pieces out. So let's pop them to the side, bring our piece of card in.
Two 4-day holidays in 6 weeks.
Wow.
So we have a Friday to Monday for Easter, and then we also have a Thursday to Sunday for the Jubilee weekend as well.
Oh, very nice.
We are moving we're moving the bank holiday from Monday to Thursday and then getting an extra bank holiday on Friday. How glorious.
Oh. Sorry to our American viewers because I don't think you get that same delight.
No, but to any of our European friends watching, you guys get so many more holidays than we do. I think there's something like 26 national holidays, you know, in Spain, for instance. They have them amongst the most. It's in the 20s, whereas we have about 8 or 9 national days holiday. They have 20 plus, yeah.
Oh, okay. Right, so Joe, what I am using, now in my finished demo, I've actually used alcohol pens, but then I thought to myself, as we have the sparkle pens on, I thought I would use them and show how easy they are to colour with. So I am using my waterproof dye just in black. So now it's waterproof for a reason. It means that if you're using a water brush, any of our aqua pens, any watercolour medium, you can go over them with no problem whatsoever. I'm not going to worry about that. But what I am going to do is bring in our sparkle pens. Now, because they are a wet ink and water-based, it means that I needed that waterproof ink. So we're going to bring these ones in, and then we're going to do a little bit of painting with them. So because these pens are so amazing, I'm going to show you a few different ways to use them. Now, both are not too bad. So if I show you the colours, I'm going to give them a quick shake. I've got one of my colours is out of the Essential Brights. One is out of the Earthy Naturals, which is that green that I used earlier. But this pink one, if I lay it down, it's a bit brighter. It's a beautiful colour, but it's actually a little bit brighter than I want. I just want a faded out. So what I am going to do, do you know what? I've done that rookie mistake again, Joe. I'm going to, apologies everyone, but I have made a mistake.
Oh no, why?
Well, because I was using alcohol pen, I've stamped on alcohol, I've stamped on Nina cardstock. So, and it really won't work because it's water-based. So I'm going to bring in some watercolour cardstock. So
whilst you're just restamping that, lots of people chatting about this collection. Alison's got it, hasn't used it yet. Put your hand out, Alison. I'm going to slap you on the wrist. You need to make sure you get it out and make something gorgeous with it. Beth went for the papers. Mary Rhino's going to take a picture from the doorway, though. She doesn't want to go out and be hit by a falling tree. That's wise, Mary. Patty says, I have this collection, but I haven't used it. And you, Patty, put your hand out. I'm going to slap you on the wrist. You've got to make sure you use it. You really have. You can't make gorgeous things if it's stuck in the drawer.
And save the show, because we are going to be showing lots of different things to use with these and how to get the techniques that we all know that we love to do. There we go. That's better, Joe. Won't have no problem whatsoever. So to any new people, there was the reason I changed, and I'm going to show you, this cardstock is very different to this cardstock. This cardstock, and I noticed it as soon as I put my ink to it, the ink on here, it just doesn't lay. You'll feel it as you do it. When you do it onto this, look at this, it will actually just spread. That's not spreading. It's just not a good ink to use onto this because it's a wet ink. But again, this ink is too much for what I want, Joe. So what I do want to do, I'm going to put a little bit on my glass mat. And then I'm going to come in with my clear sparkle brush. Now, because it's clear, it means it's more watery than having colour in it. So I can pick up this colour and I can start to paint with it, but get a really sort of, light effect with it instead of having that dark.
But not compromising on the sparkle?
Not at all, Joe. Not at all. And actually, even though I'm using another sparkle brush, even if I was to use a water brush, that would still not compromise. You would still get full sparkle in there, which is amazing. And then once you've got your desired effect, I then want to go in with it a little bit high, a little bit brighter around the edges, so I can sort of come in and start bringing that into it more. And then you can just add extra, you can take away, and what I love about, I am quite a big water person. I love using water products.
I love water, I do.
I love water, I do. Well, I do. That is what I drink as well, isn't it, Joe?
You do, it's all you drink.
Yeah, but the reason...
I have a confession though, Debbie.
Oh, what's that?
I stole one of your bottles of water last week at the house.
Mind.
One of the little ones.
Yeah, I don't mind.
One of the little Buxton ones. I didn't tell you.
I wouldn't probably notice. I forget what's there.
Loads of them she's got. Yeah, I thought she won't mind if I nick one.
No, I wouldn't notice. And I don't mind anyway. Well, at least it wasn't me alcohol. Debbie Robinson, she stole me alcohol.
What did she steal?
She stole me me Archers.
Did she?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It was, well, it was a pre-made one in one of the cans.
I stole a cornetto of Debbie's, and then she thought she was losing her mind because she was like, I'm sure
that I would notice.
You were like, I'm sure there was a cornetto in there to yourself. And I didn't tell her, I forgot to tell her that I'd taken it. So the next time I went back, replaced it with more cornettos and said, I'm so sorry, I stole your cornetto last week. She was like, I knew there was a cornetto missing from that freezer. I was looking everywhere for it.
And I did think I'd eaten it. So if you hadn't told me, I would have just thought, I must have eaten it.
Well, what's mine is yours, Debbie. You can help yourself, knowing there's absolutely nothing in the cupboard other than a couple of packets of rice.
Yeah, poor Joe. You're going to be drooling tonight, aren't you?
I am. you want to give that some context, or?
Yes, because and George, because I don't think George is being good as well. But
I'm being like semi-good, aren't I? I'm not being like super strict like George is, but I'm trying to be good. You're having Chinese, aren't you?
We're having Chinese takeaway.
A whole banquet, three of them. It's going to kill us, George.
Nice
George, do you want to come to
be?
Tesco's with me whilst they eat? Because I need to get fuel and stuff. We could just, sit in the car and eat I don't know, slices of cucumber or something while they do that. Brilliant.
Yeah, it makes you feel just a little bit. Oh, I don't actually feel mean, no. Right, so just going to put a little bit of green around, add some extra detail. We're going to put some green coming in here, and then just some green on that leaves, just to add some extra texture. And then we'll just put a little bit in the centre. Right, so again, I'm colouring things that in this light you're not going to see, but you have got sparkle on there. I'm going to do a colour wash background in a little while so you can actually see the sparkle you're getting. In fact, on this bit here, you can really sort of see that sparkle coming out, which is amazing. And you do get this on here, but I've done a lighter version. So once you've done that, Joe, we can then bring in our dyes. And we can start cutting them out. So we've got our teapots, and we've got our cup, and we've got our macaroon. And I'm going to cut a spoon out as well in just silver, because even though we've got a stamp to go with that, this is a great one just to cut out as a silver teaspoon, which is rather lovely. So let's just snip that away. And then tape all these down. And in fact, oh yeah, they're not too bad. I was going to say that just force dry them if you feel you need to, just because you don't want to put anything wet through your Gemini machine. So I'm just going to stick these into place. Again, these are great because they're outline dyes, so you can't actually, you can actually see where you're putting them, so you'll get the most perfect cut completely out there. So let's cut out our card. I'm trying not to stick my low-tack tape onto the actual colouring, because that could pull it off at the moment because it is still just a little bit damp. So let's pop these through. And
Fabulous.
these are going to decorate beautifully our little bag.
I've just dribbled all down myself, Debbie. Luckily, it's only water. Suze just sent some pictures in. That's great. Rosalind says, Joe, we've got more snow in January than we've had in the last 3 years. Wowzers. I've sent pics of our backyard and the dogs not liking their winter booties and coats. Christine says, just sent some snowy pics in. Not too bad yet. Later today with much, much more. Stay safe and warm, my New Englanders.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
I was 35 years young when I realised that New England was not a state.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
It's like an area of multiple states. I had no idea. We found out this week.
Well, there you go.
Every day's a school day, Debbie.
Every day is a school day. Absolutely. Right. So we've cut out all our elements. Not
Get your teeth around that.
I know, I'm not doing very well today, am I, Joe? Right, and let's bring our box back in. So we've got our pieces to decorate, and then also I've got just a little bow, and we've got some ribbon to thread through. And then I've cut out another one of those doilies from the bunting, so don't feel like you just have to use those in your, oh, wrong way, I'm going to pop that inside. Yeah, don't feel like you just have to use it all together. You can mix and match all the different designs that you've got. And all I'm going to do is threading this through. We're going to create just a little knot into one part and into the next. Pop that through. And then we're going to cut that down, because obviously we don't need a really long handle. So we're going to do, you know what else this would be nice for? I know I'm doing it as tea, but it would be nice for an Easter egg hunt for all your, or a little gift for your little mini Easter eggs, which would be lovely. So just tightening that one off and then threading that through the back. So let's just cut. Well, I thought that wind had gone, and it seems to...
Every time we go live, it seems to get up again, doesn't it? That was a big gust, that one.
Yeah,
it's been
weird,
very windy in the studio today.
I don't like driving in the wind. I'm glad I haven't got to drive home tonight.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh, you have, sorry.
Thanks, Debbie. Yeah. Thanks for your support.
Yeah, I didn't even
yes,
think
it's
about
going to be
that.
interesting. It's very high as well where I drive home, so I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll have died down by later.
I'm sure it will.
But
Right,
it,
so
it
all I'm
actually
going to do...
closes at some points, my road home, when it's too windy.
Oh, okay.
Close the road, yeah.
Do they really? Wow.
I love the colour choices here. That ribbon is a gorgeous colour.
Yeah, nice and green. I am a bit, I think I've said before, I'm a bit of a ribbon hoarder. I have just ridiculous amounts. So popping that in, and let's cut that side down so I know that I've got my 2 ribbon sides at the same little height. How cute is that for our little bag, which looks lovely anyway. But then what we're going to do is decorate the front, Joe. So I'm going to pop this on. I'm going to bring in actually my glue gel because I think that will stick these on beautifully. So 3D glue gel, great for all your 3D needs. It dries clear. So we're going to pop this on here, right on the edge, and then I'm going to use my teacup. What have I done with my teacup, Joe?
What have you done? What have you done with that teacup?
It literally was there, and my
What have you done?
macaroon.
Is it under your teacup?
It's under
your
the teapot. That is so typical of me, isn't it? So popping that on, so we're going to pop that into place, and then we're going to have our teapot up the top there, so we'll have that just looking like it's going to pour. Then we've got our little macaroon or macaron.
Macaroons.
Pop that into
Isn't that
there.
from, was that from Acorn Antiques? Do you ever remember that?
Acorn
There
Antiques.
was a scene where she's like, macaroons, macaroons.
I
She's just
don't-
always coming around with a trolley.
I tell you what I haven't done, Joe. So what I would also, and I've put glue on the back now, which is a shame, but cut a little slip with your craft knife because
Nice.
then you can put your spoon in. So I'm just going to place my spoon into the back. So it looks like it's coming out, but
Nice.
I'd put a little slit in just to pop there. And then all I'm going to do is put a little bow on, let's do it on this side. And then I've got some tea bags, Joe. So let me bring in, look, just some little tea bags, some herbal tea bags that we're going to
nice.
pop in there. And then we've got our little treat tea bag holder there.
What a lovely little
so-
gift.
Yeah, very cute, isn't it?
Beautiful, beautiful
Easter
gift.
eggs in there, little gift in there, anything, anyone that likes a cup of tea. And if they don't like tea, decorate it with whatever you've got, your flowers, your you've got the umbrella in here, anything you want. Or, Joe, put your little party name on there, and you can use them as little gift bags for your birthday parties.
Yeah, I think we need to normalise adult goodie bags at parties, you know.
Yes.
Like a little miniature bottle of
Oh,
spirits,
oh,
you know,
yes,
a
that
little
would
face
be
mask
nice.
in there, a
Yes.
couple of little bits, some nice miniatures.
I like that.
Yeah, I think we need to start doing that. Right, I want to recap. There's lots of different ways for you to get hold of this collection. Best way to get the best value, as always, is to go for the whole collection. It is right there for you. The savings are off the chart. Almost £100, or almost $125 you save. Then you use your Club Inspired discount. Platinum members are saving almost another £6, over $20 on top of that, which is excellent. We do have it broken down into some smaller collections for you as well, though. So if you want to go for the Garden Party metal die collection, 23 elements here with this one. Absolutely, you can go for that one just there. We have it in a stamp and die collection for you. Brilliant, brilliant value here. It should be £45 or $50 that one. $17.26 or $19.52 for Platinum members. We also have an embossing folder and stencil collection. I mean, check out the value there, $11.50 to get all 4 of those. And then we also have a Garden Party stamp collection there for you as well, with those layering stamps and also those sentiments. Right, we're going to take a break, give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. We've got over an hour left on this show to create even more amazing things. So let's share with you, whilst you check out all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook. where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now.
Rachel Preen says, Joe, great idea for adult goodie bags. Don't forget to include the wine. Of course not, mini bottles of wine. Alison says, Joe, I give an adult party gift with every dinner party I host. I cater it to the theme or holiday. Well, Alison, I'd love an invite, please. You let us know, me and Debbie will come round. You okay, Debbie? You all right?
Everything.
She just dropped everything off the side of her counter. Never mind. I love the bag, says Kathy. Pretty little gift bag, says Deborah. Are we perfect to put a little set of cards in for a gift, suggests Jenny. I absolutely agree. You right, Debbie?
No, just look at that.
What?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, the picture is coming up. What a fabulous gift bag and a gift in itself. Right, we've got some pictures. The first one is what Debbie was cooing over. Debbie's granddaughter Donna's granddaughter, catching snowflakes.
Oh, look at that picture.
That is adorable. Oh. So cute out in the snow.
I know.
Debbie's melting there, that snow picture. Betsy Black sent us a picture of one of her garden paintings. I love that she's the colour tone's beautiful there, very, very grown up.
Oh, yes, I love that.
And Astrid, really different, this one, Astrid. I love it though, look at that in the monochrome. That reminds me of very Regency style tea room almost, really lovely.
And actually, Joe, doesn't it show, because that die is one of our nesting dies, so it shows you mix and match all your ones together. That is absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous, gorgeous card from a gorgeous, gorgeous lady. Carol Black sent this one in. Oh, it looks very snowy. Those dogs do not look happy, do they? Bless them.
Oh.
With their coats on as well out in the snow. Check out this next one from Rosalind. Wowzers.
Oh, my life.
That is beautiful.
It is beautiful. I'm glad I'm not there, though. I don't like the cold.
Oh, it looks so gorgeous. And look at the dogs out with their shoes on. I love that they've got the shoes on in the snow.
Oh, that's amazing.
Coats.
That's amazing snow.
So lovely. Suzette sent us this one in.
Oh, beautiful. It looks like it is still snowing.
It does, doesn't it? Kathy sent us this one as well. Look at all that snow. That is amazing. This is Christine who, George? Christine Casano. Took George a good few attempts to get that. He went, this one's from Christine. Thanks, George. Alison says, Joe, you and Debbie, as well as all the CCTV crew, are always welcome anytime. Brooklyn, New York, door is open.
Do you know what? I love that we get these invites because it's so tempting.
I will when I finally go to New York. I will absolutely take you up. And Joy as well is in Riverdale, which is very close to New York City.
Wow.
We'll have to have a little meet up. Georgina is going to Hawaii soon, so she would love someone. We do have crafters in Hawaii actually. We have had them before saying hello. Mary Rhino saying how adorable. Yolanda loves all the pictures that everyone sent in. Don't forget, send your pictures in as well. We'd love to see them. You can send them to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Whether they are things that you've made, brilliant, or some gorgeous snow pics. I know lots of you are having snow. Not quite cold enough for snow here in the UK, but it is as windy as out, as they say. Right, Debbie, what would you like to share with us next?
There they are. Have I got them?
Oh, sorry, hang on, Debbie. I was meant to do something else. Stop the show, rewind. Georgina said, no, Joe, you were meant to do the classics. Well, this is not throwing you under the bus, Georgina. You wait till the last show. It's a fake Friday vacation special. It's all going to kick off in the last hour. Let me take you through the different ones you've got, because you have got 25% off absolutely everything. I'm not going to read the individual colours out for you. You can see the colours along the top there, but these are your yellows. You can go for the greens, which are these ones just here. Classics are such a popular alcohol marker here. You've then got your turquoises, or you can go for the purples. You don't have any duplicates in the individuals, obviously, and they all work together, so you get a shade and dimension beautifully with this. This next one here is your pinks. You can also go for the browns, the dark skin. We've got the greys, and also the shades and tones in there as well. All of them 25% off, but only up until the end of tomorrow. Are we allowed to go now, Georgina? Can we go now? Oh, we can go now. We're allowed to go back to you now, Debbie. Over we.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Crafters TV. Are you sure you're finished now, Joe?
I think so. Am I finished now, Georgina? Yeah, I'm finished.
He's finished. Right, okay, we're going to do a little bit of a different card. So I will tell you what I've done this. I have I have folded my card blank. I've made it from an A3 sheet of card, and I've made it 7 1/4 by 7 1/4, okay? So 14.5 inches by 7 1/4 inches. I've then scored at 2 and 4 inches, okay? And I've scored right through both pieces of card, so it's on the back as well. So you'll get a fainter line there, and then I've cut, and then I've gone across. I think it's only to 4 inches. I've done it 4 1/4 inches across, and then I've cut down the section to the first score line, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold those into place. So you fold the first one and the second one, so it's a mountain and valley fold, then your mountain fold at the top, and then we're going to do the same at the back. It's a mountain and valley fold, and that will create your stepper card, okay? So 7.
That was so simple, Debbie.
And it is a really simple
piff,
card.
puff, puff, it was done.
I know, and it's done. Yeah, absolutely. Now, what you can see is I've put a piece of card down this panel here, which is just so it's 7 inches by, I think it was 3, 2 and 3, yeah, just under 3 inches, this piece here. And then what I want to do, Joe, is I want to bring in this gorgeous, it's the ornate lace border die. What I love about these border dies is you're getting that outside cutting edge, which is great because it allows you then to cut this out separately, and the whole of this cuts out, which is great. So the first thing I want to do, I want to create a border down the side. Now, anyone that wants to know the papers I'm using, it's from we haven't got papers in this pad. This one is from Special Thoughts. So Sarah's Special Thoughts, I'm using the paper pad out of here, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to use my the lines on my glass mat just to level up. So, I need to fold that over so I can see the top of it. That would help. Yeah, if you level it to the side, I then can see a straight line going from one point to the next. I can actually take that over a bit more to that point there. And then I'm going to use my low tack tape, which is just here, and take some of that tape off and then stick that down. So always use, when you're doing something like this, some low-tack tape, and then I'm going to put another piece on the other side just to make sure that all stays nicely in place. Now what I am asking it to do is to go through my piece of paper that I've put on and my card at the end. If you don't have a die cutting machine such as the Gemini, or don't have a Gemini machine, you might just have to put it through a couple of times for it to cut out. But because I know my machine, I know that that line will cut out beautifully. You can always as well do it twice, because we do have that reverse function of the Gemini machine itself, so you can put it in and then send it back out. But I just know the pressure of the machine will cut through both of those, no problem whatsoever. Now what I love about this is it then leaves me free to cut out this border in a coordinating colour. But I am just going to keep it white because I've used quite a dark colour underneath. So let's take that one out. And then I'm going to use, I did have, here it is, piece of white cardstock that we can then cut out that border with. So let's just pop that on and run that through. There we go. So while that's running through, I'll then take out this section.
You're like a little sort of multitasking sort of machine over there today. You've got that running through, you're unsticking that, you're sticking that. I mean, I'm exhausted just watching you over there. I've got to keep up.
That's what you get from a masterclass, Joe.
Absolutely is. We should call it the Jedi class with Debbie at this rate.
The Jedi class.
Crafting ninja over there, isn't she?
Right, so let's tap this one out because this is beautiful, Joe. Look at this die. It is beautiful. So if I lay that on there, look how that shows up on that dark piece of card. Absolutely gorgeous. This is cut out, you can see, no problem whatsoever. So I'm going to remove my tape, and then all you need to do is just trim that top part because that has given us our outside cutting edge. So this is when we talk about masterclasses as showing all that versatility of the different things that you can do, and bringing in other sections such as Sarah's Caring Thoughts, because I have to say Sarah's Caring Thoughts is one of my favourite paper pads. I absolutely love it. I just think the colour tones of it, I love rich teal. In fact, it matches my top today. Look, got the same sort of colours in.
I thought you said rich tea as well, like it's a rich tea biscuit.
Teal,
yeah,
I was going to say. Again, it's my grammar, Joe. It's my grammar. So we can pop these pieces
Sounds
back
like
in.
a car salesman or a double glazing salesman. All right, I'll just pop round. The name's Rich Teal. I'm just here to sell you some double glazing. Do you not think?
I didn't think until you said it, no. So all I'm using is my scoring tool just to burnish down all those folds. You can do that both front and back and you'll get that real crisp flatness on there. So you can see we've got then our edge down the side. Then what I want to do is bring in some darker cardstock. So we've got, I mean, look at these colours, they're beautiful. So we have, I mean, I'm teasing, do we have the Caring Thoughts on the website, George?
I'm not sure. We'll get Georgina to have a little look-see. I love all the angles you've got on this card. I love you've got the scalloped edge with the straight edges and then all the lines going in the other direction. It's really fun.
It's nice, isn't it, when you can do some different ones. So we're just going to place that on the inside, so that gives us a really nice focal point and it really sets that side out. And then what I've done, Joe, now you've already seen me cut it, so I'm not going to cut another one, I'm just going to bring it in, but I've actually created that bunting. So again, just a white one, and then some, again, coordinating cardstock, which we're going to use as our topper. So we're going to pop this on. Oh, I apologise now. It's positive thoughts. Yes.
Positive thoughts.
Yes, positive thoughts. When I said Caring Thoughts, I thought to myself, I don't think it is, but I knew it had thoughts in it.
It is in stock as well, that one.
Right, so what we're going to do with this one is, let me just bring in a, where's my scrap piece that I was using earlier? We're going to just pop this down. I'm going to bring in my dotty tape pen. So again, using that along the edges, so that covers everything. And that one, and then onto there.
Alison says we could come to Brooklyn. It's only a hop, skip and a jump from Manhattan. She'll show us around, and then she says she's going to come to Manchester one day as well. It's where her family are from, but she's never been. Come, I'll show you around. Take you on one of my walking tours, Alison. I told you that I had a couple from Ohio on the other day, Debbie.
Yeah. No, you didn't,
I did,
sorry.
on my walking tour, the last one I gave on, I
Oh,
think Wednesday
how
it was.
lovely.
I did it in the morning before coming to work in the evening. Had a couple from Ohio. So obviously when they said they're from Ohio, I was like, Ohio! And they had no idea what I was on about. But they were lovely. A university lecturer and her husband. So lovely.
That is funny. Did you explain why you said that?
Yes, I did. And then I talked about Arkansas as well. They thought I was bonkers, I'm not going to lie.
I should think they would, yeah. Are we? Because I remember quite a few years ago, I used to play badminton, and I played for a badminton club, and there was 2 American guys that used to come to the club, and I can't even remember, I do apologise, his name was Drew, but he just could never understand what we said, because he said we had to slow down, we talk too quickly. And I just wondered if all Americans sort of think we talk a bit quickly, because I think some Americans talk quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I wondered if anyone found that we speak too quickly on here. So let's pop that on to
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know if we're okay or we speak a bit too quickly. Actually, it's probably Sarah more than anybody, isn't it? Because she's probably very quick at speaking. So I'm just going to pop this into that middle section. So all looking rather lovely. So you can see it's all sort of taking shape, coming together. It's looking very regal with those papers, isn't it?
Would go well with the chinoiserie as well. It's got a little bit of chinoiserie vibe to it, isn't it?
To be honest, because you know we prep some bits, quite a bit in hand, and when I first took this out, I thought, I don't remember using my chinoiserie collection. That was my first thought, and then I realised it's because I didn't.
Just goes to show you though, like you said, you can pull it into so many different occasions and themes, this garden party. It really is a very, very versatile collection, I think, because it comes with a sort of summary paper style to it. It doesn't mean it has to be used in that way at all.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do now, Joe, we're going to bring in this parasol, which is absolutely stunning. I do think there's many occasions that we can use this for, which is absolutely beautiful. Now, I don't think you have to really worry too much about colouring this in, because it's a beautiful one. You don't even need to colour it in, if I'm honest, but because we are going to bring in just a pop of colour to it to tie in with that red. So first of all, we're going to stamp it out. Again, I'm going to be bringing in my sparkle pens, so I'm going to use my waterproof dye. I'm using black, and the waterproof one always has that brush on it, so you really can't go wrong, which I love. So we're just going to tap that round, so you can see now me tapping that black on, how beautiful and ornate that dye is with that broderie anglaise design on there. So popping that into place, stamping that down. And all you really need to do, you could either leave it like that, add some inks, or we're going to add a bit of a sparkle with our pens. So we've got the dye as well, so we can cut that out. So we can go straight over the top. I'm going to bring in a piece of tape to take that down. I love the fact, again, that you can see exactly where that goes, so you can pop that in and cut it out really quickly without having to worry. So we're just going to pop that onto our Gemini Junior plate, so that will cut out in literally 9 seconds flat, which is no time at all to get onto the crafty bit. So let's pop that to the side, and our plates. Oh, there was something else I wanted to show you as well. So I am going to add, in fact, do I have a finished one? Because I want to actually show you one of the things I don't very rarely get around to showing you. I don't think I did have a finished umbrella, but it won't take me long to do it. So let's bring that into the side. I actually wanted to show you also the flowers that you're getting in this collection, because they're so beautiful. So with this one first, let me just bring in, we want just a light pink. So I'm going to bring in that same sort of pink here and use that one from our Essential Brights. And all I'm going to do is go straight to the actual design, and all I want is to colour the flowers in. So this couldn't be any more simpler.
Nice.
So, and it's just adding that pop of colour, that touch of detail, just to make it a little bit more special.
Rebecca says, sometimes Joe talks too quickly. I've gotten used to it. George talks too quickly. You'll have to tell him off, Rebecca, when he's here next time. Christine Custani says, I don't think you speak too quickly. Sarah is very speedy in everything, she says. Stacey Allen says, where I'm from in Paisley, my friend from York said I speak really fast and she had to tell me to slow down for her and her family so they could hear me properly. When you can't understand, that's from Stacey Allen. Morning Phoenix says, when you can't understand what is being said, closed captions are my friend. So you have the little captions on YouTube sometimes, but they do throw up some hilarious mistakes, the captions.
Oh, they're so funny, aren't they? We have ours on constantly and they are very funny sometimes. And do you find that because we always watch TV with subtitles on now?
No, never, I don't. I just,
oh,
if there's things I can't watch, I'd rather miss out on a bit of it and have to fill the blanks in than have the subtitles on. I hate subtitles, I don't know why.
Oh, now, well, I've just got used to them, to the fact that you just tend to just read them anyway, regardless of, and I quite like subtitles. But it is funny because then you rewind it back, not because you haven't heard, but because you've read it wrong. So you're not sure if they said that or whether the right thing, which is quite funny. Right, I love this set, Joe, and I really wanted to show it. So we've got our summertime florals. These are our layering stamps, which are absolutely stunning. Now, you've got 2 flowers in here, and each one has 3 layers that you put on, some 4 actually. So we're going to be doing the sunflower, but I am going to be using our pinks. So in here, we just look for which ones we have. So our number 1 is our first lay down, which is this one here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to lay that down. Now, the first thing I want to do though, I want to make sure I've got this where I can put it. So I'm going to bring this down because what I want to do is I want to position my stamp when I'm stamping on this cross in the centre. So my number 1, I'm going to bring it in, I'm going to pop that right onto that centre piece. So just layering it down onto there. That way, when I come to do my stamping this way, so when I do this, I can stamp down and then I'll show you the next step. So the first thing I want is my ink pads. We're going to use our collection of pinks. So we have our light one, which is our pink tulip, our fuchsia, and our plum jam. And I'm using it in our quick drying inks. So money off on quick drying inks, is there, George?
There are some ink pads that are included. Some are, some aren't, from what I learned yesterday. So go and have a little look around over on the website. We had an ink pad bundle yesterday, which wasn't included in it.
Yes, but
I believe individual ink pads are included. So that's my understanding.
Right. Good to have a look. I know. I think there was about 30% off one bundle, which is pretty good.
That's amazing. Well, there was. That was the bundle we had on yesterday on the show. So it was better than 25% off.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is our lightest colour, which goes down on the base there. Now I'm going to take this away. I am just going to be really good and just clean it as I take it away, so I don't get ink everywhere. So let's just run that on there. Now all you have to remember is where you've placed that one. So before I take that off, I'm going to grab my next one, which is my number 2. So the number 2 would be your next colour, which is the fuchsia in our range. So I know this point needs to go onto this point here, so we can take that one away. I'm going to just bring that round so I can see again, just because of the lights, and place that directly onto that part there. So that goes in the same position, and then when we come to ink that up, we're going to put that fuchsia over the top. So then when we ink this one, it will go directly over the top of there and stamp on top. And it will then leave the gaps of what you've got underneath, so it starts layering them up. So I am just going to give that one more stamp. So it just has a couple. And onto there. So straight away we can put it and have that confidence because we've got the stamping platform to layer those stamps up. Again, we'll just give that a quick wash. And then we're going, and actually you can see my stamp starting to go pink. That doesn't ruin your stamp at all. It maybe put a bit of dye on it, but it doesn't make it not usable for your next one. And then the one thing I do want to do, Joe, is I just want to pop these back so I don't lose them from their carrier sheet of what number they are. So let's just pop that one back into place, that one back into place. And then we've got our number 3, which is this one here.
And Pinky says, you were talking quickly. My husband speaks Spanish. OMG, they talk so fast.
Yes, they do.
And Linda Vasquez says, I can understand you all fine. I'm with Joe. I do not like closed captions at all. Funny, isn't it?
So just making sure I've got the right one there to pop on. I'm sure I did it. Yep, that way, that was right. So I'm going to pop that into place again. So this is our third one that's going down, but this time, let me just pop my tops on, otherwise I'll get them all confused. We're going to go for our plum jam, which is the darkest of our reds. So we're just going to ink that up. And again, popping that on. Again, centralising and then pressing that down. And that's going to then put that extra in. I'm going to also just put another layer in for our darker colour. Pop that on top. And with this one, you do get that extra, see that layering up there, Joe? How amazing does that look? Absolutely beautiful.
Fabulous.
And then our last one, before I take that off, I knew that would happen. I just put that to the side. I thought I'd take two off at the same time. Do you think I know? Oh, there it is, can see it, see through the stamp. So taking that off and turn that way, I know that I've got to put that last one into that section. And that I'm going to use a black with. So just doing that middle section to ink up and then settle that down. And that gives us our centre point there with our flower. Now I didn't have, that's gone a bit darker than I wanted, Joe. It did show pebbles. It's because I used my pigment ink pad, which has a lot more wetter ink in it. Oh, wrong one. Look, putting different ones on. Let's pop that one on.
Oh, you'll be in the doghouse, Debbie, if you
I
get
know,
them all
absolutely. There we go. So we've got them all back to each other. Right, now once you've done that, cut them out. You don't get a die with this one, but these are nice and easy to cut out, and the layering of them is beautiful. So let's pop that to one side, and I've already got some that I've cut out. So let's move that to the side and get our card finished. So with this one, what I have done, and just to save on a little bit of time, I'm just going to bring this one in. So I've cut out celebrate, so that's one of the other words that you're getting on there. We've got our parasol, so we've got our beautiful parasol there, and then I've got my flowers. So I've got 3 flowers that I've cut out from those designs, and we're just going to pop these all onto our card now.
Gorgeous, really, really gorgeous. Oh, Beth has just had a HSN Craft Day goodies arrive.
Oh, that's
What did you go for, Beth?
exciting.
I'd love to know what was in that happy mail. Do let me know.
Absolutely.
Don't forget, we've got another show coming for you today here on Crafters TV as well. Myself and Debbie will be back for Craft House. We're going to get all sentimental, aren't we, Debbie?
Oh, yes, very sentimental.
It's a sentiment
Yes.
special.
I know, it's going to be good fun.
It is.
Alphabets
great
and
deals
sentiments.
on there as well. Really, really good deals. The balloon alphabets particularly are an amazing, amazing deal. So make sure you join us for that. 7 p.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. West Coast. And then you will be back for another triple day. Triple Debbie, Triple George tomorrow, I believe.
Yes, definitely.
So Colour Me Happy, midday in the UK, which is of course 7 a.m. across on the East Coast. Then another masterclass, which is all about things dimensional. That'll be coming your way at 3 p.m. Here in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast, 7 a.m. West Coast. And then you'll also have Second Chance Sunday coming up as well. All of the best of the last couple of weeks.
I know,
so,
it's going to be
that will be
amazing.
7 p.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. West Coast. Amazing.
So all I'm going to do now, Joe, to finish that off is add my little bow. Oh. And we're going to pop that at the end of our umbrella or our parasol. And there we go, just to tie in those pinks and those beautiful teal colours.
Just gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Love that sort of grown-up, refined colour palette that you've got on there as well. 79.11, 101, 72 if you want to go for this brilliant, brilliant deal as well. 96.70, 124.33 is what you are going to save. Now, don't forget the best way to get the best value is to go for that largest collection. However, I understand that it's January, maybe you want a bit of crafty inspiration, but you just want to, cherry pick or go for some bits and bobs. Everything's available individually. Do not go for it like that, because that's not how you're going to get the best value. We've actually broken the collection down into a few smaller collections if you want to go for those. So here's your die collection just here. So you can see you've got your sentiments in there, you've got that lovely edgeables, you've got I love the rosette die in there, really beautiful and very, very useful. Great savings, saving more than you're spending across all of this. 27.32 or 35.83. The stamps and dies are available for you as well. So 3 different sets there with the parasol, you've got the teacups, really beautiful collection. 21.58 or 24.40 is your price on those. We've also got an embossing folder and stencil collection, 4 elements in there. I mean, under £10 or $13, we're giving it away potentially, aren't we, at that price? Amazing value. And you've then got some stamps as well. And within there, you've got some nice layering stamps, and you've got those celebrations or occasions, your numbers, your ordinals, really, really versatile. But if you want to save the most amount of money, you want the most amount of craftability, then absolutely go for the whole thing. Because to get all of that for what, £63 and change, $81 and change is incredible. You'd have been paying much more to the close to the $175.81 or the $226 that this should be if you'd have got it when it was launched. So absolutely snap it up at those amazing prices. We have got some Centura Pearl. For anyone that's not used Centura Pearl before, Debbie, what is it that makes this cardstock so special?
So first of all, it's its weight. It's 300 GSM plus that extra 10 GSM for the coated cardstock. It comes in the most amazing colours. It really is every card maker's dream card. It scores beautifully, it creases lovely, it die cuts, it embosses, it mats and layers. It's the sort of card that every crafter has to have in their stash. We've had it for years, Joe, and we keep selling it time and time again. When people run out, they come back for it, and I'm not surprised because when you love something so much, it will just always be an ongoing thing that we sell.
It's really, really beautiful. Manufactured in the northwest, not far from me, just down the road from me in Manchester, apparently. I keep saying I'm going to pop into the mill and have a look at the paper mill. £30, $50 if you want to go for that. So just hang on, thinking about this, is that 24p a sheet as a platinum member? I mean, that's bonkers value, isn't it? 24p a sheet, 40 cents a sheet as a platinum member. I mean, absolutely go for that. Brilliant, brilliant value there. On that, have we got more pickies in? More picky wickies? We do. Christine Kisano has sent this one in. Thank you for that, George. This is incredible. You can see, oh, look at all that snow there, Debbie.
That actually, all those flowers look like little snowdrops because of the snow on them. I was trying to work out what they were. I couldn't see from behind the counter. I think it's just the tree. It's just bushes.
Wow, snowy bushes. Love it.
They do look like snowdrops, don't they?
They really do. Jenny, the lovely Jenny Briggs, has sent us this in as well, which she's made with this collection. Very uplifting. Love that. Great use of the pennant there on that one. Nina's sent a snow pick in for us. Is that a river or a road that's in front of her house? It's hard to tell, isn't it? Is it snow? Is it a river? Is it a road? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? I don't know, but it looks very, very cold there is what I would say. Oh no! I thought this was going to, this next one, Julia, is this our Julia that sent this in? This is, I'm guessing this is where near where she lives. She lives quite in the country, doesn't she?
Oh my goodness.
Look at the size of that tree. I was in concert, this is, in the northeast. I was worried today, Debbie, driving in. You know, there's that tree-lined road we come down. Yeah. And the wind was blowing. I was thinking, gosh, one of these is going to go in a moment coming in this morning. It's really quite scary. Rose sent this next one in. Look how, I mean, look, snowy and cold there, Debbie. Look at that sunshine, though. Glorious, glorious sunny day.
Yeah, see, my owl went to Switzerland a couple of weeks ago and he was sending me pictures like that with the most amazing sunshine, but obviously snow because he was skiing.
Freezing cold. It was like that when I went to the French Alps. It looks a bit chillier in this next one, though, I must say, Ro. It is, of course. We're having some really cold weather. Teresa, honestly, batten down the hatches, Teresa. I mean, that looks freezing there where Teresa is. She can barely see out the window. It is so cold. So cold.
it?
If you want to send us some pictures, please do. We love to see them. You can send them to us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Either things that you've been making with this collection, or send us in your weather pictures. A lot of you battening down the hatches and spending the day in the craft room today. I really do not blame you. A lot of people chatting away as well. A lot of love for that last card from Lillian. Says, I never thought about getting any of the garden party collection, but Debbie creations are making me think again. Face is absolutely beautiful. Lena loves the colours. Christine saying they're gorgeous. Jenny says, I use subtitles all the time except for quizzes because sometimes you read the answer before the question. I'd be lost without them. Good point, that. Do you know what it is with subtitles that I don't like, Debbie? They don't have any pace to them. You know, like when an actor delivers their lines, it's paced, isn't it? Whereas with subtitles, you just get like chunks of text that come up at once. I don't know. I need to go and get my ears done. I had them tested, didn't I? And they said I was very deaf. I haven't been back yet. Carol Ann says, hi everyone, late tuning into today. Been doing the housework, all done now. So now I'm watching whilst continuing to sort my craft area out. Ready for a new Calyx unit. Fantastic. Tracy, Debbie needs you. Kelly Giamberto. Debbie's trying to very politely wave Tracy down. Tracy! Kelly Giamberto says, I love Central Pearl. I'm using it right now to make several Arizona bags. Gorgeous. Patty says, love seeing all the pictures of the snow. It's so, here she is, she's coming. She's coming, Debbie. It's so beautiful to look at, just as long as you don't have to go out in it. I don't know, I quite like going out in it, doing a, oh, I can't lift my arms that high, doing a snow angel. I had a first appointment with my trainer yesterday, a new personal trainer. Normally we have everything lined up along the counter. I've had to ask it to be moved over there on the side because I can't get down. This is killing me. This is killing me. These are killing me. Honestly, it's not easy. Astrid saying, adore all these snowy pictures, but it has just sent me upstairs to put a big jumper on. There we are. And Mary Reiner says, rhododendrons. Mine look the same right now. Where do we send pictures to? studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. One more. I don't think, is there no such thing as a silly question, Gloria, is what I'd say. Gloria says, silly question. Can you use Centura Pearl to make one of the rosettes with the dies in this collection, Gloria would like to know?
Yes, absolutely, yeah. So making the rosette, I don't think I've got a demo with the rosette, but if we get time before the, although I've seen the time, I don't know where
where's
the time's
it gone?
gone. I know.
Got like 28 minutes
It genuinely
left.
shocked me what the time was. It's flew by. When you're making a rosette, what I would suggest, you die cut it and it puts the score lines in for you, but I would go in and reinforce those score lines with a scoreboard. So do one side and do every other line on the rosette and then turn it over and do the opposite every other line, and then that way a mountain fold really well and work beautifully with Centura Pearl.
Excellent. I hope that answers your questions. Any other questions you've got? Sorry, just taking my glasses off there for a bit of get them into me. Oh gosh. Nina sent us a picture of a car that slid off the road down into my neighbour's backyard and into a swimming pool. Can't wait to see that, Nina. We'll have a little look at that, certainly. And Beth sent us pictures in as well. Right, what would you like to share with us next then, Debbie?
Okay, so the reason I was trying to flag Tracy, we've got a couple of pens missing in our collection, but I'm not too worried. We'll just show you what we have got. Oh. Thank you. It's the right one. All it was is we had one of the greens from another collection in there, and I asked Trace to go and get one. So what I'm going to show you first is the Earthy Naturals. These are great colours. So if you like, what I would say is your sort of woodland sort of elements, and also any animals like foxes and that, where you've got your oranges and your browns in here, these are going to work beautifully. But I did just want to do you a quick swatch of the different panels that we've got. So first of all, if you give this a gentle squeeze, you're going to get more ink coming out. But to just paint with this, you've got, I didn't shake this one either. So let me just give this a bit of a shake before we do any more. I mean, you can see how intense that is coming out. So what we are going to do is just paint that a little bit more to do that swatch of colour. Now, you can use a paintbrush to make that even more, go even further. So this is your beautiful holly leaf. And then in this one, we've also got our smoked quartz and our Harvest Moon. So I'm going to take both out and shake them. So if you're using a few colours, now what I would say, Joe, you don't have to shake them every time you're using them when you're using them. So if I've got these out for an hour and I've already shaked them, they'd be fine. But if you've got them away in a drawer and you haven't used them for a while, give them a quick shake every single time. This brown is so rich. Look at this. It's beautiful. Really, really lovely. I mean, look at the lay down of colour that you're getting.
It looks almost
in that.
black on screen, almost like a purple black on screen.
Yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful. And this orange is, I mean, this is gorgeous. Look at this, like a real burnt orange. Absolutely stunning. So there are our first colours from our earthy neutrals. Then our essential brights. So we're going to just pop that. Oh, that one, I didn't want to move that because I didn't think that was actually on properly there. Look at this. I mean, how gorgeous is this? And I apologise, I'm doing it and then not shaking
that's my kind of blue, that
Isn't
one.
it
I love
gorgeous?
that. Really
yeah,
gorgeous.
really, really lovely. So I'm just going to give them a shake because if you don't shake them, you're not going to get that intense sparkle. And I'm worried that I won't get that sparkle on there. So I am just going to lay down a bit more colour. And then we're going to go into our next one, which is, I can't read off the packet, so that's another one that's been mixed up. So I do apologise because this is not the one. No, it should be pink garnet. So I'm thinking that one's pink garnet. Yeah, that one's pink garnet.
Who are we blaming for being at these?
Jan. Let's blame
Jan.
Yeah.
Wow, we don't normally blame Jan. Jan, if you're watching, sorry, it's your turn to go
I
under the
don't
bus.
normally blame anyone. Again, I've put that down and not shook it, Joe. I should have checked them all. So we'll force dry them anyway at the end. I just want to make sure that we put that sparkle in there. And then our last one of that one is our Firefly, yes. So just putting that down. Sounded quite pleased about that, didn't I? I'm doing this really quickly and making it look like just a real mess, Joe.
I love it.
So there we go.
I love the look of them just swatched out. Like you could almost put them in a frame just like that, swatched out. I don't know why, there's something quite artistic about what you've created here, Debbie.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is from our collection. Oh, this is the vintage collection, Joe. These are beautiful colours. Again, let's
doing a
give
triple
these...
shake there.
You what, sorry?
Got a triple
Doing
shake on the
triple
go.
shake. Triple
Wowzers.
shaker. Yes, triple shaker. You can hear they've got barbarians in there. Hear that in my mic, which is great. So this one is the macaroon. Macaroon. Yeah, this is beautiful, this one. Just give it a little squeeze. I'm going to have really inky fingers by later on. It's the only thing with sparkle pens as well, so make sure you wash your hands well. We have been informed with the sparkle pens that this one is the Fig, which is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, we've been informed that Imperial Leather Soap, and I know there's many soaps out on the market, but that's brilliant for getting sparkle pens off of your hands.
Everyone swears by it, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And then we've got our Peacock Blue, which is gorgeous as well. So let's give that a squeeze out. But very vintage colours, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. Yes, and George, you took their words out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was thinking when I was laying them down. That is positive thoughts in a sparkle pen.
It is, isn't it?
Now, we do have one missing in this one, but these ones are the glitter, the tint and tone. I was going to read out, these are the glitter brush markers.
Okay, Debbie.
We've got the silver one missing in this one, but I have to show you the onyx black, because the onyx black, look at this, it is stunning. It's a really true black. Now, I thought when you get a sparkle pen that's got black in it, that it would come out a little bit grey, because of the sparkle would shimmer and make it look grey, make it look like a grey colour. It doesn't at all, and the Starry Sky is just as amazing. So really beautiful colours. And then in that one, which I haven't got, but you do get a beautiful grey in that as well. Now I'm going to pop that to the side and bring in another sheet while we just do the last pack that we've got, which is the, oh no, I haven't got a last pack. Is that it, George? Just the clear. And actually, yeah, sorry, I've got 2 packs of the antique gold, antique next to me. So actually, let's bring this in. And what I am going to do is just show you, I used that pink brush, didn't I? So I'm just going to bring this in because Once you just continue to wipe that out, can you see I've gone into mixing that colour? Look, a little pot of colour come out of there.
Nice.
But you can mix this pen with any of these colours and get a lighter shade. Now you can probably see that it's already starting to go very sparkly, but I am going to just give it a blast on the ones that have come out quite a bit, because when they are dry, they really do intensify that sparkle. So we're just going to give that a blast, and then we'll offer that to the light, and you'll be able to see just intense the sparkle is on these.
They get more sparkle as they get dry, don't they? They almost sort of fizz as they're dry.
Yes, they do, yeah. And you do get that really smooth lay down of them. So if I bring those up to the light,
yes.
look at that. All of those, absolutely amazing sparkle. Now, considering all I've done is just put that brush into there, you think what you can do with those. Can I just quickly show you a little technique as well of being able to blend these? So let's bring in these ones here. I'm going to use, in fact, let's use the blue and this one, because they will create a beautiful purple. But let me bring in my cup of water and a brush, because this is really clever how you can do this. And all I'm going to do is add my pink, and I'm adding quite a bit of pink just to the section here. And then we can use our paintbrush to then move that down. Look at this. How amazing is this ink? It's beautiful. It makes the most amazing colour wash.
That's incredible how well that covers when you add all that water.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And then if I just use my blue as well, so I'm just going to put a bit of blue onto here, and then we're just going to mix these two together. So if I bring that blue up into the pink, we're going to create another colour with that purple, and then we can keep going, bringing that down. And the more water we add, the more we can just keep bringing that down into that colour. Now, if I just blast that, Joe, and now you can see how much water I've put on there, we are still going to get a most amazing sparkle, which is why I love these brushes. It doesn't matter that we've added water. That sparkle is so ultra fine that it's going to make this really glittery. Now, can you imagine die cutting your dies onto here, and you'll get beautiful die cuts. You could just stamp into this and it would be amazing, but the more that dries, the more that sparkle is going to intensify, and you can create some stunning backgrounds. So you'll be able to see that. I'm just going to leave it at that, and if I move that, look at the sparkle on there. I mean, that is incredible.
Stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. And, Joe, because it's water-based, if I was to then flick water at that, bring in a piece of kitchen towel and go over the top there, we can faux bleach that as well and create just completely different looking backgrounds.
Brilliant.
So these are amazing to use. So if you want to treat yourself to a little bit of sparkle in your life, these pens are definitely the ones to go for at the moment, and especially at that saving, because they're incredible pens. Again, Joe, there's something that we have in our core stash, and they sell time and time again, which is amazing.
And these have just been repackaged as well. There's a new configuration of colours which are designed to help them work more seamlessly together. So this one you've got aquamarine, pink, garnet and firefly. That's your essential bright. Then you've got the antique vintage. That one is your fig, peacock blue and your macaroon. The earthy natural, that gives you holly leaf, smoke quartz and also harvest moon. And then you've got the tint and tone there. That gives you the crystal clear, the starry sky and the onyx black. Or you can go for a 3-pack of the crystal clear overlay, which you can just overlay over anything you wish. It's really brilliant and super versatile as well. Going to give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. It's really busy across lots of different things in this show. Whilst you do that, let's share with you some of the fun stuff we like to get up to here at Crafters TV.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch-Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Put away your tape measure and fabric scissors. The Threader's fabric cutter offers accuracy and precision with every cut. This handy tool slices through fabric in a guillotine style. Its ergonomic design features a comfortable and protective handle, so it's safe and easy to use whether you're right or left-handed. Its 45mm rotary blade will cut up to 6 layers of fabric at a time, so your sewing, quilting, and upholstery project times are cut down to size. It's equipped with a measuring guide in metric and imperial for a perfectly accurate cut every time. The built-in grid ruler has 30-degree, 45-degree, and 60-degree angle lines, so you can cut fabric on any angle, including the bias. Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Should we do le carte de jour, Debbie?
Oh, yes.
I think that's how you say card of the day in...
Oh, we got another demo. Can I put that one in as well? Because it's really lovely.
No, not allowed. I'm joking. A face!
Not that it might, but it's very different to the ones we've done. So I've kept all these quite vintage and that, and I've left the last one to do really different. So number 1 is going to be our first die cut pennant card. Then number 2, which is a little tea bag. Number 3 is our one what we've done with the positive thoughts.
Yeah.
And then this is the one we're going to do now, which is much different. It's a really bright, cheerful party time card with that balloon edgeable, which I absolutely love. So I wanted to put that in as well. So 1, 2, 3 and 4.
1, 2, 3 or 4. Get voting. Crafters TV over on Facebook. Crafters Companion.
I'm pretty chuffed with them. They all look lovely today.
They do look lovely. They really, really do. Are you ready to dive straight in on that last demo?
Yeah, let's do it. Absolutely.
Here comes Debbie with a demo.
Yeah, I wanted to get this one in because I want to use the stencil. I love the stencil. And actually, I was going to use inks, which I've used in that card. So that card that I just showed you, this background is all done with our inks, which look fabulous. But I want to show you how we can make our sparkle pens into an ink pad, which is incredible. And all you need is a little bit of glycerin. Now, the first thing that I want to do is create our edges on our card. So again, using that balloon die, we've got that inside cutting edge, which I've cut out of 3 different ones. So you can see we've got our, and all of these are our Centura Pearl that we've got on the show, which are incredible. So I've just got the gold, the turquoise and the fuchsia, and I've cut each one of them out with that middle section die. I mean, that in itself makes a great die to use on any card. card, which is fabulous. So we're going to pop them to the side, and then we've got our outside cutting edge. So I'm going to bring in my tape, and we're going to cut out our first one. So the first one to cut out, again, I'm using my glass mat as a guide of where to put my my actual die, so we get it even. So putting it on both sides there, and I'm just going to put a piece of tape and send that through. Now, because I've got my big Gemini, I can actually just send that first piece through our machine, and it'll be nice and quick. So just passing that into the mouth of the Gemini, and that will pass through no time whatsoever. And then what I'm going to do, you can see what I didn't give you the size of my card. I will give you that as soon as that comes out. So what I've done is created my card. I'm going to put it on here just to recap, at 11 1/4, so your average A4 card size, and then I've trimmed it down to 7 inches. I've then scored it at 5 inches and then done our first cut on that side. And then what we're going to do is use our low-tack tape to then go in again and create another border, but this side on this one. So opening that up, again, popping that to my glass mat, just so I know I've got a guideline of where that score line ends. So onto there, and have I got that side and that side? There we go. So holding that down, and that's going to cut perfectly each time. So let's pop that. Just putting, I've got all my plates back to front, Joe, onto there, and then running that through again. So in no time at all, not only have you got your card blank, you've got a really decorative edge card blank, which is beautiful. And then you've got those gorgeous stamps to put in between.
In my head, I've got gorgeous girlies in my head, so I'm like, gorgeous stamps for gorgeous
girlies.
girlies. I don't know why I've got gorgeous girlies stuck in my head. Every time you say gorgeous, I almost want to say
that's my
gorgeous
word,
stamps
isn't it?
for gorgeous
Gorgeous.
girlies. But because you say gorgeous a lot, I don't know, I think I've like seen a TikTok or an Instagram story or something with gorgeous girlies in it, and I cannot stop thinking about it.
Yeah, that is my thing, isn't it? Gorgeous. I'm always saying gorgeous.
Mine's absolutely.
Absolutely, I say absolutely, but gorgeous is, yeah, absolutely, and gorgeous, yeah. So I love this stencil because you've got so many different elements here, and what I also love about it is you can carry it on as well. So even though my card is bigger, you can carry that on. Now, I do have a finished one, but I also want to bring in something, which is, and our bottle is massive because this one is just from the chemist, it's a rather big bottle, but what I do, and you can buy them really cheap online, is pipettes. If you do have our aquatint little jars, they come with little pipettes, so you can use that in them. Just get yourself a pipette, then all I'm going to do is a pipette. And I'm going to put a couple of dots just along there, that's all. That I don't
like the way you say that.
Pipette. Pipette. Yeah, so I'm just going to put 3 little dots because I'm going to bring my sparkle pens in. Now, I've put them away now. I'm going to just get them back out. Let's use these colours here because we've got our blues. Yeah, in fact, I couldn't have picked it better. Look, the 3 colours that we've got in our dies, I've got them in our Essential Brights.
Gorgeous colours for
They're
gorgeous girlies.
gorgeous colours, these ones. Then what we're going to do, Joe, is I'm going to put some colour next to those little pipette drops. So pop a little bit of colour into there. I don't need that much actually, I've squeezed far too much, but you'll forgive me. And then we're going to do another little one coming out there, and then we're going to do our last one, which is that gorgeous. Every time I say it now.
Gorgeous girlies.
Gorgeous pink garnet, which is absolutely stunning. And then all I'm going to do is take some of our my throat went then. Take some of our little daubers, finger daubers, and I'm going to use these. So let's use one of the bright pink ones. I'm going to put a little bit of that glycerin just over the edge. I don't want it too bad, and then I just want to soak up some. You can see that's why I've put far too much, and then that way we can apply this over the top. So just hanging it off there, I'm just going to go in. I don't want to have too much liquid because remember these are water. So if you put too much down to start with, you then won't be able to take it back out and it will seep through the centres. So once you've then got, now I know, see that I've not got too much liquid on there, I can then just go through there. So that applies our first piece. Then I'm going to go in with a yellow. So, then we're going to just soak up some of the glycerin, and I'm going to start to blend that in as well. And we can do that, blend that over our pink, and then pick up more colour if you want. You don't need to put in more of the glycerin, because that's enough. All the glycerin does is it makes it a little bit more smoother to blend, and you'll be able to go through on your card and smooth that ink down. Now you can tape it down, and it will work really well. But if not, you can just do what I'm doing and pick up that beautiful ink. So a little bit more in there, and then we're going to soak up that blue, and then we can start adding that blue into there. Now I know we're fast running out of time, so I'm just going to show you that. And we've got our beautiful stencil going through there. Looks lovely, doesn't it?
Really
and then
gorgeous. All
you do to elongate it is just move it along, can you see? And you just go into the direction of where it was. Perfect. And then you do it again going down. So as soon as you start to pop that into place, you'll then get that coming down, and you'll get that effect coming on. So a really nice way to do it. Don't waste this. I'm being wasteful. But actually, if you was to just smooth your cardstock in there and add some water, you can pick all that up. Now that's not working very well because I've used it on normal cardstock. Watercolour cardstock, that would have blended. But use water on there and you'll get that perfect blend every single time. So let's just clear up my workings. And then all we're going to do is put our card together, Joe.
Perfect.
So I'm going to bring this one in, which we've done, and that is with the actual ink pad. So you can do it, like I say, with ink pads, or turn yours into turn your sparkle inks into ink pads. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pink one onto here. So let's use our dotty tape pen to get that layer down. So pop in that. Oh, that wasn't the one I had earlier, was it? Because that had a lid off. So just very quickly.
Remember as well, another brilliant show coming up later for you here on Crafters TV. Myself and Debbie are back.
I didn't hear a word of that, Joe. You spoke so quickly then.
Did I?
Yes, you were like...
Another great show on the way here for you later on Crafters TV. Myself and Debbie are back. We're back with the Craft House later. It's a sentiment special. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to have you company.
That was
I could be an auctioneer,
so quick.
or maybe like a horse race commentator.
A horse race commentator?
Oh, I think they probably have technology that lets them know which horse is where. They must have some help. What I was saying was that you must join myself and Debbie later, because we have another fantastic show coming up for you. 7 p.m. here in the UK. That is 2 p.m. on the East Coast, 11 a.m. on the West Coast. And it's a sentiment special, Debbie, isn't it?
It certainly is, yes. I mean, we've got the balloon sentiments, we've got the edgeable sentiments, we've got the shadow sentiments and dies. We have so much on the show, and it's going to be great fun. I have lots of demos. It's all going to be amazing. Now, I know we're running out of time, so I'm not going to cut these bits, but I will finish my card. We have the party die. I love this one. Doing it in that pop of black on the gold looks amazing. So we're going to pop that over there. We're going to add a bow on, Joe, and then we're going to literally put our stamp sentiment on the bottom. It's party time. And there we go. We have got that in the nick of time.
You'll be disappointed to know that that didn't win card of the show, Debbie.
Oh, that's okay. I like all of them. Which
Number
one?
3 was the card of the show.
One,
Very
two.
close.
Oh,
2, 2,
yes,
3.
that was. I think that was my favourite, actually.
Oh, was it?
Yes, I love that.
Your last one was my favourite.
Oh, was it? It's because it's nice and bright coloured. But yeah, it's. But that one's very elegant, isn't it? Very beautiful.
Very elegant. An eleganza
Yes.
extravaganza, some might say.
Absolutely.
Debbie, it's been a pleasure to.
It's been a lovely couple of hours.
Should we do 2 more hours later?
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. See you then.
Don't forget, loads on the way. That amazing sentiment special Craft House. Myself and Debbie, 7 p.m. in the UK. 2 p.m. if you're across on the West Coast. Don't forget to check out your basket on these as well. Remember, the best way to get the best value is to go for this larger collection. $79.11 or $101.72 saves all of you almost £100, almost $125 to get all of that as well. From £175.81 to $63.29 for Platinum members, down from $226 to $81.83 for Platinum members in the US. Also, please don't forget about the Spectrum Noir discounts we've got running over on the website at the moment. If you want to give colouring a go, head over to the website, head over to Spectrum Noir and look at all of the brilliant deals that are coming up for you. I hope you are going to stay nice and warm wherever you are. It is chilly out there. Don't go outside. Hunker down with us here for the day on Crafters TV. We're going to take a couple of hours off. Debbie's going to have a Chinese. I'm being good because our bodies are temples, aren't they, George of the Joystick and me? They are for this week. There'll be a cesspits next week when I'm on holiday. But for this week's they are. The rest of the team are going to have a Chinese. So I'm going to go and fill up my car, Debbie, and get some dinner. We'll have a little bit of a gossip and a natter and a catch-up, and we'll see all of you back here in 2 hours' time for that amazing Sentiment Special Craft House. See you then. Bye.